Hey everyone, welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, your trusted source for everything two wheels. Today, we're diving into a machine that blends classic cruiser aesthetics with Honda's signature reliability. Yes, we're talking about the 2025 Honda VTX 1300. This latest iteration brings some subtle refinements and a familiar punch that cruiser lovers will appreciate. So whether you're a seasoned rider or someone just eyeing their next big cruiser, you'll want to stick around for this one. Let's get right into it. One glance at the 2025 VTX 1300, and you know you're looking at a cruiser with attitude. Honda's kept the silhouette that made the VTX series famous, with bold lines and a muscular profile that commands presence. At the front, the wide-set telescopic forks are back, now slightly revised for better damping. The large chrome headlamp maintains that retro vibe, but the internals have been upgraded with full LED lighting for sharper visibility and a modern touch. From the side, the VTX 1300 looks long, low, and laid back, exactly what you want in a cruiser. The teardrop fuel tank is sculpted beautifully, now holding just a hair over 4.8 gallons, giving you a decent range for those longer hauls. Chrome is tastefully splashed across the engine housing, exhaust pipes, and the mirrors, making the bike gleam under sunlight without looking overdone. The seat is a two-piece setup, with a deeply scooped rider section that offers generous padding. Passenger comfort isn't forgotten either, with a rear pad that's better contoured than previous models. Swing around to the back, and you'll notice the rear fender curves elegantly over the thick tire, which sits on a new cast aluminum wheel. The tail lamp assembly is now sleeker and more integrated, also upgraded to LED, which really ties together the retro modern theme. The twin exhausts are wide and chrome-tipped, still giving off the deep V-twin growl the VTX is known for. Speaking of growl, the heart of the 2025 VTX 1300 is a liquid-cooled 1312cc V-twin engine. It's the same soul as before but with a few refinements. Throttle response has been slightly improved thanks to an updated fuel injection map, and the overall ride feels just a bit smoother, especially at low RPMs. The engine still produces a solid 74 horsepower and around 90 Nm of torque, delivered in that satisfyingly linear, low end pull that cruiser fans crave. Pair that with a 5-speed transmission and a shaft final drive, and you've got a setup that's both low maintenance and incredibly smooth at highway speeds. Gear shifts are clean and predictable, and whether you're cruising through town or out on open roads, the VTX remains composed and stable. The revised suspension offers a slightly firmer ride than its predecessor, helping the bike stay planted in corners without sacrificing too much comfort. Braking duties are handled by a single 336mm disc up front and a 296mm disc at the rear. While the setup might sound basic on paper, it's perfectly adequate for the kind of relaxed, confident riding the VTX encourages. ABS is standard now, and that's a welcome update for safety-conscious riders. The handlebar geometry has also been subtly altered, making for a more natural wrist angle and improving long-distance ergonomics. Now let's talk about pricing. The 2025 Honda VTX 1300 comes in at around $11,999 for the base model, with options for custom paint jobs and accessories like saddlebags, backrests, and windshields that can push the price closer to $13,500. For what you're getting, a dependable V-twin cruiser with solid mid-range performance, classic styling, and Honda's legendary build quality that's a very competitive price point. It undercuts several rivals while holding its own in terms of features and finish. To sum it all up, the 2025 Honda VTX 1300 doesn't reinvent the wheel, and that's a good thing. What it does is double down on the things that made it a favorite: strong road presence, reliable performance, and a comfortable ride. It's not trying to be flashy or overloaded with electronics. Instead, it offers an honest cruiser experience with just enough modern refinement to feel current. Thanks for hanging out with us here at Global Bike Buzz. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 Honda VTX 1300, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you never miss our next ride. Got questions about the VTX or want to see how it stacks